I just want to say a story about reincarnation. It's taught that the souls of tzaddikim are reincarnated in fish, nunayama, which fish are underwater, and they're considered to represent and that the souls of tzaddikim who are completely immersed in godliness. So there was one time, a story, a bit of a creepy story. You ready for this? One time the Alter Rebbe traveled with his chassidim to a town, and in that town they stopped by the local krechmer. That's a Jewish inn. So the Alter Rebbe goes in, and the innkeeper says, "Wow, Rebbe and chassidim, please tell me, let me get you a meal. What would you like to eat?" So the Rebbe says, "We would like to eat a meal of fish." So this man turns to the Alter Rebbe and says, "Rebbe, this town is miles away from the nearest river. There's no way we can get fish here. No one in this town has fish." The Alter Rebbe says, "Nevertheless, I would like to eat a meal of fish," and walks out of the kitchen. So the innkeeper is quite unsure of what to do, but he didn't have to wonder for too long, because a minute later, a local peasant walked in with in his arms a big fish flopping around. And he's like, "Listen, innkeeper, I'd like to sell you this fish." And the innkeeper says, "Where in the world do you get a fish from?" The peasant's like, "I was walking into town, and there was a puddle, and I found this fish alive, flopping around in the puddle. It's very strange." The innkeeper's like, "Well, this is a strange occurrence, but I guess when the Rebbe's around, you never know what's going to happen." So he said, "Yeah, I'll buy it off you." So he goes and is cooking the fish in the kitchen. The Alter Rebbe walks into the kitchen, and he turns around to someone and he says, "You know that guy, your friend who passed away recently? So he was reincarnated in this fish, and we're going to allow his soul to rise up by eating it." Just a person. He must have been a holy person because he came back in the fish and not an animal. So obviously it doesn't mean they were eating the person. It means the soul is trapped in the fish body, and by making a bracha and eating a fish with good intentions, the soul is released and goes up above. So